What is up, people? Welcome back to another episode of mqfish, and today, before I actually start the video, I'd like to give a shout out to Thorne and Randy for this particular session, which was held at the best. Thorne especially with the drone footage, and Randy of course with the tips for me to land a fish. Currently, the best pond is having a competition which is ongoing until 3rd July, and you can stand to win prizes such as a Ducati bike, a car, a Rolex watch, and those are like one of the few things that you can actually get from this competition. So do check them out. And of course, this is my very first time in the best pond, so I shall show you guys exactly what happened in the best.
Things are well. What facts belong, it's hard to say.
So right before the session, will be at 3 PM, and actually it's about 11 now. If you guys remember, I wanted to repair my camera. Actually, I'm heading up to the camera place to see if I can get it fixed. So I just sent my camera. Adam said it will be taking about 3 to 5 days, and let's hope it can be repaired. It's about $180, which I think is quite reasonable. Let's go. I saw the man. What's up, bro? Finally met up with the boys.
Hello. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. You want to wish everybody Hari Raya?
Selamat Hari Raya, guys.
This is like my virgin trip at the best, hosted by Thorne. Thorne is introducing us to this place. Randy, it's your first time, so right?
Yeah, this is my very first time as well.
So for me, it's very simple. It's gonna be soft plastic all the way. Is this the main pond you're gonna play later? So apparently there's like a few ponds, right, Thorne?
There's a full pond, premium pond, and then the main pond. So then you're going to be fishing the main pond.
The main pond, okay.
Yeah. So I think target species will be barramundi, mangrove jack, finger mark snapper, and maybe some groupers.
We're gonna buy tickets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we're gonna make our way to fish. Alright guys, so we're finally at the pond. We are all preparing right now. Randy and Thorne in the back. I'm gonna use the RAPALA TRAILBLAZER Monster Hunt Light. This is like the very first time using. You can see the price tag.
Using a soft plastic layer, this is where I start to test different columns of the water with different techniques on retrieving the soft plastic, such as hopping at the bottom, slow retrieves, and retrieves with random twitches.
Fish on! Ah! Came off.
Soon after, Thorne got a bite.
Nice one, Thorne. Means there is something here around this area.
Despite losing the fish earlier, Thorne managed to successfully land the first fish of the day.
Nice little finger mark snapper over here at the D-Best main pond. Okay, enough with this fish, I want to catch more.
Okay.
And things got even slower for me. I didn't get any bites at all. And we decided to change and move to our third spot of the day.
Means you rub the bottom, yeah.
And right before this, Randy landed the first barramundi of the day.
So totally the lure just touched the bottom, yeah.
And while he was sharing with me on how I can effectively fish in this area, this happened. time passes by, it was almost 7 PM. I've yet to land or receive a bite from a fish. It came to a point where I wanted to give up, but I told myself, no, I should keep casting. And without realizing, I was already in my zone. As the clock keeps ticking, it was almost time for dinner. And it was time for us to go. But
Fish on! Fish on! Fish on! Ready? Yep! Hasn't pop up yet. So finally, inside my brain was like, am I going to ice cream today? Angcoki. Oh my god, guys! Such a like a test of patience today. And I tried your method. It took from the bottom. Yes, it did. Slow and slow. Yeah. Right, now is to land this bugger. I'm not sure it's a solid hook. Okay. Should be okay. Okay. Woo. Right, bro.
Alright guys, finally, I think it's like hours and hours of trying fishing. And then after Randy landed like 3 of his barramundi, I followed his method using the 2.2 inch Trigger X SLOPHOPPER. Just play low and slow like what Thorne said, and finally this bugger took it. An Angcoki, which is a fingermark snapper. And on the RAPALA TRAILBLAZER Monster Hunt Light, my first fish on this new rod. So yeah, definitely a nice fight. Okay, time to release this fish. Thanks for the fight, and perseverance pays off, guys. So really, just keep trying.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
So Randy and I, we are having chicken panggang rice or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah. Ayam penyet.
Ayam penyet panggang version. We're gonna review for you guys the food finally. And yes guys, thank you so much for hanging out till this far in this episode and towards the end of the video especially. And of course this episode is a really great example of how patience and perseverance would pay off really well. Really didn't want to give up, man. I think the guys, both Thorne and Randy, could actually see that I was like at a corner, like really quiet and just concentrating. And finally I landed that fish, that one fish of the whole day. I really like this particular line. Randy said something like usually your first pond session would be like a tuition fee, meaning you have to pay and you have to expect like 0 fishes. So basically that's where you have to actually like so-called understand the terrain, how deep it is, structures, and where the fishes are always hanging out. So that is actually a very good quote, and I think you guys who are actually going to go out try this deep as pond, do expect the same as well. It's gonna be tough at the start, but once you get the hang of it, I think if I were to revisit that place again, I'm gonna use the same techniques, and hopefully gonna land more fishes next time. I'm not too sure when I'm gonna revisit it again. So yes, that is the best pond. Don't forget the competition or the contest is ongoing all the way until 3rd July. And yes guys, do stay safe, stay healthy, fish responsibly, and tight lines everyone.